In the forgotten corners of old libraries, among shelves that smell of dust and silence, lie books whose pages have outlived kingdoms. Books that survived wars, fires, the fall of dynasties, and the slow erosion of time itself. One such volume, written in fragile Greek script, contains not the battles of kings, nor the dates of conquests, but something older, deeper, and far more dangerous. A philosophy of nations, a meditation on the nature of power. A guide to understanding the soul of entire civilizations. It was written before modern science, before archaeology, before politics became numbers, votes, and institutions. This text belongs to an age when history was not merely recorded, it was felt, understood, lived. Tonight we open those pages, and now the manuscript begins. The author begins with a single question, one that has echoed across millennia. Why do nations differ so greatly? Why does one people rise toward order and harmony, while another falls into chaos, tyranny, or decay? His answer is not simple. It is not political. It is human. Every nation, he writes, is shaped by the character of its people, by their habits, their customs, their temperament, their fears, and their dreams. From these unseen forces emerge the great families of governments, monarchy, solemn, towering, wrapped in majesty, a system that thrives when wisdom sits upon the throne and collapses when pride takes its place, aristocracy, a council of the wise, where age and virtue rule. But wisdom can sour into arrogance, and virtue can shade into ambition. Democracy, the voice of the many born of freedom, nourished by courage, yet always threatened by disorder, by passion, by the violence of the crowd. Oligarchy, the rule of the few, sometimes noble, often corrupt, a concentration of power that can stabilize a city or strangle it. These forms shift and blend, mixing like colors in an ancient fresco. No state, he says, exists in pure form. Each carries within it fragments of the others. Yet behind all of them lies a deeper truth. Order does not come from man. It comes from a higher wisdom. The same force that balances the heavens, that sets the rhythm of the seasons, that holds the universe in unbroken harmony. But history is not a theory. To understand a nation, you must walk through it, as a traveler walks through a great and ancient city. You must see its streets, hear its markets, observe its rituals, study its people, feel the weight of its laws, the pulse of its life. Only then, he writes, can you grasp the soul of a civilization. And so he turns to Homer, to Odysseus, the man who wandered through foreign lands, learning the customs of every nation he encountered. Odysseus did not gain wisdom from scrolls, but from hardship, danger, and the cold education of experience. In the same way, the reader must prepare before entering the story of the ancient Assyrians, not with the mind of a scholar, but with the eyes of a traveler. For history is not merely what happened. It is why it happened, and who the people were behind the dust of centuries. And so this forgotten introduction ends, a doorway into a vanished world, a reminder that the rise and fall of nations is not random nor accidental, but rooted in the deepest nature of humankind. Behind every empire lies a soul, a temperament, a destiny. To study history is to study ourselves. Another truth revealed, another secret uncovered by the black folder.